Welcome to Bad Teacher Tales, real talk, stories, and advice for teachers and those who love them. Each episode, Skara and Sly bring you the good, the bad, and the what the hell of daily teacher life. If we make you laugh, gasp, or question your career choices, hit like, share, and subscribe. Have a story to share? Link is in the notes. Drop it like a late assignment. All educational contributors are welcome, even our heroic custodians. You see everything and know the real dirt, so don't be shy. Send it in. These opinions aren't necessarily those of the hosts or Bad Teacher Tales. Some content may not be suitable for children. I know. Listener discretion advised.
Hi, welcome back to Bad Teacher Tales.
Hi.
I'm Skara, and we have Jess here again with us today.
How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for joining me. Jess and I are going to do a series of just some fun topics. I'm going to read some things to her. I'm going to give her a couple topics to just kind of give me her thoughts on, chat about. She's an educator of 13 years, left the classroom to become a librarian. You can learn all about that in a different episode where we talk about what librarians do all day. So
What do they do all day?
Nothing, right?
What do you do all day?
So today I am going to start by reading, and I'm thinking off the top of my head here. I'm going to read a series of discipline write-ups. And I will say, yes, these were my discipline write-ups. That's why I had access to them. I will not tell you where. I won't tell you the admin. I won't tell you the student, but I will tell you it was from a while ago. So it's been a long time since this transpired. Okay. But this is I think a very good comprehensive look into some of the frustrations that teachers come into with discipline or lack thereof, or feeling like lack thereof, that kind of
This seems obvious. Why didn't we address this?
why is this all that's happening?
Am I reaching for the moon?
Yes. Yeah. That kind of thing.
Like, what do you do all day?
So this is where we're going to start on this particular student. Now, this student has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 write-ups from me.
From your class alone?
From my class alone. And let me tell you why that is significant, because I don't write up students. I do everything I can in my classroom first. Now, I was a little bit more green of a teacher in general. I probably wrote up more than I did at the end of my teaching career, which was none. I don't know that I had one last year. But I don't write up students. So for 6,
That's huge.
That's huge for me. Okay.
You typically like to handle business behind classroom. Like, we can handle it my way or we can handle it their way, but we're going to handle it. I'm giving you the shot.
Yes. And a lot of admin view you putting in a referral and asking them to be involved kind of negates your authority in the classroom and over those students, which is fair.
That's fair. You got to.
But at some point, I need Papa Bear to come in and...
I need... What I'm doing isn't working, and the situation needs to change, and I need muscle. I need backup.
Yeah.
I need things to happen that I am not able to provide.
Yeah. I need that backup. Sometimes it's just support. Sometimes it's just, yes, let me talk to the student so I know.
Or validation.
Yes.
Like, am I crazy? Did I just not have my
Yes.
coffee? Or will somebody out here come and tell me, oh, no, you should not have to be dealing with this. Your students should not have to be dealing with this. And we're going to find a solution to get this to stop happening.
Yeah. And that, you know what? Validation is probably the biggest, smallest thing an admin can do for their teachers. It's just, that sucks. That shouldn't be happening. How can I support you? Even if they can't do that much because rules and laws are there.
The hands are tied.
I get it. Hands are tied.
I get it. They answer to the top.
And we'll talk about that because I do have the admin's response for most of these. So, okay, so let's start. Mm-hmm. And I'll just give you the month and day that this happened. So this write-up was in October 5th.
Okay.
So that's, 2 months into school. Mm-hmm. Skipping class. Came in at 12:50. Class began at 12:35 with another student who had a pass from the AP office claiming the pass was for him as well, even though this student's name was not on the pass. Problem number 1.
Oh, did they forget? They forgot.
No, they said that he counts as this pass too.
No, I'm saying, but like oh yeah, miss, they forgot to put my name on it.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Or just, yeah. No, passes don't cover two people.
No.
I asked him to return to the AP office to get his own pass, at which he continued to argue with me that pass was for them both. Now, I mean, granted, he apparently wanted to be in my class instead of go wander the hall again, but cool.
Yay. We got you contained, but where were you for 20 minutes? What were you doing?
Correct. So he finally left to get that pass, but when I stepped into the hallway to make sure he went, he was sitting in the hallway outside of my door. I wonder why, Jess. Do you know why he might be sitting in the hallway instead of going to get that pass?
He was contemplating his actions.
What actions?
In a reflective way.
Because why?
Because why? Like,
what do you think actually happened with this student?
At what point in time should the student just say, "You got me, miss"? Yeah.
I was not in the AP office with my friend.
Yeah.
I cannot go back and get a pass.
I'm not going to die on a hill that one phone call is going to bury me in.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we're out here, we're counting our lucky blessings and seeing if it's enough to buy a vowel. Like, why? How stupid do they think we are?
A lot.
Like,
so I then asked him again to return to the AP office to obtain a pass, at which point he told me he was not in the AP office at all and would not tell me where he had been.
Okay, so 1 out of 2. We got one.
Yeah, I mean, at least
we're not done.
He fessed.
He fed. He didn't fully fed. He fed. We're not at full confession yet. Where were you, homeboy? Like, I got things to do. Come on.
Well, that was the end of this write-up.
Okay.
And he was assigned 2 days of lunch detention for skipping.
Okay. Skipping.
All right. There was
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did at least come to class. I suppose there's that.
There's that. So it's
he
more
did
like
skip the whole thing.
We're maybe just like we're wandering. We're just kind of like shuffling our feet. Just can't deal with it. Hopefully, we're not doing anything too horrible.
Well, as I think we'll see, my class is not his favorite place to be.
Oh.
Okay.
How did you find that out?
Well, this is now January, so that's a very big jump in time.
How did he behave between October and January?
I don't remember.
Oh.
But this one has a lot of dates, so maybe.
Oh.
Let's get into this.
Yeah.
So I purposefully did not fully read these again.
So you can be like,
so that I can have a little bit of more authentic. Oh yeah. Yep, I remember that.
That happened.
Okay. So this one is, well, January 3rd. So that must have been the first day back.
That's literally the first day back.
Yep. That's what it says. So first day back from winter break.
Yeah.
This student was not participating. That's a word. Participating in the group. I did it in the group discussion, and instead chose to continuously make side comments and disrupt the educational environment. This has been an ongoing problem from the start of the school year. So I guess we haven't been great. I just haven't.
You probably had like paper documentation, but we haven't made it official yet.
I think that's what these dates are about to say.
I
because
bet that's what it was.
Remember, I don't write up students, right?
But you have to cover your own
behind.
Yeah.
Yep. I have documented similar behaviors on the following dates.
There we go.
9/8, 9/20, 9/21, 9/26, 9/27, 9/29, 10/3, 10/4, 10/7. I have called home on the following dates: 9/20, 9/27, 9/29, 10/3, 10/4, 10/7, and yesterday.
Wait, I lost track. Are we up to 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phone calls.
Mom, dad, people at home. What
I
are our responses?
am remembering this situation more clearly now. Parent. At one point, I feel like the parent straight up told me, "I don't answer phone calls from the school." Because this.
Is it too overwhelming? Are we getting too many? Maybe do something about that. It's crazy.
She knows what it's going to be about.
Oh my!
And chooses not to answer the phone.
Was she one of the ones that said, "They're your problem from 8 until 4"?
Now, she did not say that. I've actually never had a parent say that to me. I know that it happened to Sly. I'm sure it's happened to many teachers.
Oh yeah.
But
I still don't have a response to that. Like, well.
I mean, the key note there, or the key word there is problem, right? They just told you they're your problem.
Right.
That they don't want to deal with. And a child is not a problem.
And I'm not a babysitter.
Oh, what?
I know.
What do we pay you from our taxes to do?
Babysit, mediate, parent. Oh, and what's the scores? What's going on here? Babysitting, mediating, parenting.
Oh, you have to teach in there?
I tried.
Okay, so yeah, we all try. Since the first detention assigned, no one has answered the calls or returned voicemails left. He has been assigned detention on the following days. 9/20. Oh, these are teacher detentions that I assigned.
So he kicked it with you during lunch, before, after school?
I'm trying to remember how this school worked it. Because there was a couple different ways. Sometimes it was with me. Sometimes it was if I assigned, it was a specific day you go to a different teacher or whatever. I don't remember. But he's been assigned the detention on 9/20. 9/29 was a no-show on 10/4 and a no-show on... Oh, sorry. I misread this. Oh. He was a no-show on every single detention assignment date. 9/20 no-show. 9/29 no-show. 10/4 no-show. 10/7 no-show.
Can I interject just really, really quickly?
You may.
Aren't you exhausted with all of this? When are you finding time to keep all of this tracked, document it into stone? How?
Well, I actually created a pretty good method for keeping up with this. I had a 1-pager in my planner with all the students' names by period number, so I could just flip there to the next period, and that documented everything. I even wrote, I wrote at the top, restroom, because I gave them 3 passes per semester. I've done that as long as I can remember. And then phone call, and I would just write the date. And then with this student, I'm pretty sure I must have created a line for me to document when extra things, because this was not normal. I mean, it happened a lot, but it was not
your class
10.
I remember your class was cool. I wanted to be you when I grew up.
Oh, thank you.
I did. But I wonder, did you spend the same amount of time lesson planning and doing teacher things, or?
Well, this took away from it, right? Yeah. Every time I have to stop what I'm doing.
That you did your job.
Yeah. So let's talk through the time that is taken away just to make one parent phone call.
Right.
Okay. Whatever it is that I could be doing, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Instead, I'm stopping. I'm having to sign into the program, find the student's name, find the student's parent so that I can get the phone number.
See if they speak English. If not, we need a translator.
I was not good about checking that ahead of time. However, I did get to know the parents who I needed a translator for.
Hello. Never mind.
Yeah, I've had to do that. Okay, so call, right?
Right.
Hopefully have the conversation and then document it, right?
Hopefully support.
Well,
getting support
yes.
in the conversation.
Having a conversation and then
or are you
good
having
feedback.
An argument?
That is we could have a whole episode just on parent communication and
could.
Expectations. So
I think we should.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Tune in for that. And then I would have to document what, the date, the time, who I called, the phone number I called, and what the conversation was about and what the outcome was. And that was if I got a parent.
Man, if it's not on paper, it doesn't exist, man.
Correct. So this having all of these dates is what saved my batootie. Sorry. The Rocky Horror Show song came into my head.
That's immediately where I went.
Oh,
I was like,
I'm so proud of us.
Do I sing it or do I let her do it? Because this is her moment.
Okay. I mean, if you watch my other podcast, the Texans Bloodline, then you know how much I like tushies.
Yeah.
So just shout out there. Anyway, so yes, having all, you'll see why when I get to
moving past tushies.
Oh man,
I know he was a pain in the tushy.
That is true. Not the kind I like. This admin's response will support how me taking the time to do all that turned out. Okay, we'll get there. However, I will say that there were many times I called a parent and just hoped they didn't answer so I could just write voicemail and put it on my documentation and move on. It's
Isn't that sad?
I know.
What happened to the village?
Village.
I know. What happened to the...
We don't live in a village. We live in a city.
It takes a village to raise a child.
What? No.
Like, what happened to we're a team and this is a support system and we're all in this together for this kiddo? When did that go away?
It's and look, we got to be honest. It's not all parents, right?
Fair.
We just happen to have more interactions with parents who are not a village, and it shows because their students come to us and we,
It's all
have to do the things.
you got to find times to focus on the good,
Yes.
or you'll go crazy.
Okay. Well, the admin's response was good. I'm looking forward to this
Snaps.
because I see some key words. Okay, so all these no-shows, right? So, and then I said he improved for about a month and a half in mid-October, so that explains that.
Love that.
So almost to the break, which is why we don't have...
Way to tell the full story. Like, I love that.
Oh, thank you.
That's fabulous. It's not like this kid.
And I will say that is what I try to do with parents. When I call with this kind of thing, it's always like, hey, I just want you to know, like, he did this really well yesterday.
His monologue was off the charts.
Not usually
it's
that
fabulous.
when I'm calling. Usually it's, I am so impressed with little Bobby because he got to class on time 2 days in a row.
Earth shattering. Yeah. But
But it's something.
It's something.
Yeah.
Parents feel the pressure sometimes. I feel like it's nice to give them something nice to hear every now and then.
Yes. As I, became a parent and my own child had phone calls home, and as I became a more seasoned teacher, I did put in the effort to make phone calls for the students I knew were not getting the positive phone calls or feedback on a regular basis.
That can make so much difference.
And I would strategize. Okay, I know I've heard this kid's name in the lunchroom by 3 different teachers. What is he doing in my class that I can call home for or email? Actually, it really was mostly emails. Every once in a while, I'd take the time to call, but we discussed why that's a lot.
Time, man, in education, you can do so many things in 5 minutes.
Yes. So I can send 3 emails about positive things, whereas I can do half a phone call, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'd be like, hey, I just want to, let you know that so-and-so's doing this, give him a pat on the back. Like, even if it's something simple, but I know and I hope that student is going to hear from that parent, and that parent is going to say, hey, I got this kind of email today and not that kind of email.
So, like, we have things to address. We're not letting you off the hook.
Correct.
But hey, maybe a little bit of break from the browbeating might actually make the other stuff diminish a little bit because they don't feel completely worthless. And
yeah, and that's a lot of it. But really for me, because let's be honest, they did often behave differently, and I got better results in my class because of my subject matter, because of, I had the time to develop those relationships. And so I might know that a kid is having a lot of trouble in other classes and I just don't see that kid, right? I have a whole different kid. So if I'm hearing about them in other places and I know this is at least the one spot I can call home and say, hey, I have no problems in class with him.
Yeah.
No, he's doing great. Then I can give that parent a little bit of hope.
And then maybe that can bleed into the other.
Exactly.
It's not like you're sitting here saying, well, my class is perfect because I'm such a good. No, what you're saying is look, there are people on this campus that have faith in you. Mm-hmm. And they want to see you shine and they want to see you succeed. So you're capable of doing that in Scara's class. How are you able to use those same skills in this other class?
Exactly. Okay, so back to this student. I don't remember where I left off, but he reverted to his original behaviors back in December, right? So I'm guessing in December, I kind of gave him some leeway. We're getting close to the break.
Right.
It's not enough time for some vast change, but now we are first day back of break. So there has been an IST with little to no improvement. I don't remember what an IST, individual.
I should know that.
I don't know that one.
It's the conference where we come together, we share our observations. Here's what's happening. Here's what's needed to happen. Here's the accommodations and attempts of support for the student.
I think this is like a behavior focused one.
This worked. This didn't work.
It's probably called something different now, and that's why I don't remember.
No. It's still IST. I just don't remember what the... I'm doing great over here. But so you got together with his village.
Yes.
And
School village.
nothing came of...
Yes, and we're trying these things, but there's no improvement.
It's still, look, we're trying to work with you, kid, but we haven't found that sweet spot yet.
He has been removed from my room at least twice due to disrupting the educational environment in a way that no one was able to get instruction or do their work. So he's been removed twice in this one class period because it's the first day back. I guess.
How do you get him removed and then, wait, come back, he's got to go again? How does that work?
Because there are sometimes you work in a school where the expectation is we will not remove students from the educational environment. You can get a break by setting them outside for 5 minutes. This is before things got a lot more serious with lockdowns and safety and security. But you could set them out for 5 minutes, but it is still a removal from the classroom. So I still have to document as a removal.
Right.
If you don't know, anytime a kid is literally removed from the classroom for a behavior issue, we're not talking like had to go to the counselors, right? Or had to go to the nurse, then you're supposed to document it. I know that's hard for some teachers to do all the time, depending on
the kid.
The kids.
How often do we have to do this?
Yeah. So, but putting that in here it substantiated my write-up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the end of the write-up, and here is the admin's response. Assigned after-school detention for constant classroom disruptions. I also had a restorative conference with this student. I reminded him about the IST for behavior and that we had, and that the behaviors that he is exhibiting could be enough to assign him to DAEP for 45 days. We also reviewed the terms of behavior contract and made sure that he understood the rewards and consequences for his behavior. Notified his father at this date, this time, this phone number.
I feel like we've done that.
Yeah, and when I saw the DAEP, I also, when I was like skimming, right, not looking, I thought maybe he got ISS. I saw the IST, and I think my brain thought he got assigned ISS, which is like basically giving the teacher a 1 day break from the student.
You still have to prepare work for them. They're not being denied access to the curriculum, but maybe a different environment is going to reset you, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But did the admin...
So
maybe they're... Okay, what...
Well, I was gonna say. I think this is where your brain wants to go. All he did was assign an after-school detention when he has no shown 6 of mine. So
what makes this one different?
Right, and so also it's saying to this student, hey, you can just no show for a bunch of detentions, act up, and then do one, and you'll be good.
No, I would have made him pay back every single one of those detentions
in a Saturday school or detention, whatever.
Or weekly, like this is what you're doing every week from now on until you've served the consequence that you have been handed.
But one after school detention after all this.
Yeah.
And this is the second write-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so third write-up. This is now January 11th, so 1 week later. Today we are 3 minutes into the period, and already the student has come in late, disturbing the class, then continued to speak loudly while making silly comments, getting the class off track. Now, something I did learn as I improved my write-ups is I would have put in what the silly comments were and a little bit more specific.
I feel so... You've got to be specific. But when I'm writing up some of the things that they said, I'm just like... And I've had write-ups get returned to me. You cannot put asterisks. You have to put the F word. You have to write out exactly suck your
Yep.
Can I no, you have to write it.
Yep.
It's
fun. It's uncomfortable is what it is.
It's uncomfortable.
Everyone was settled and on task when he entered. This is already the second day this semester he has been late. Please see previous referrals to reference the number of level 1 offenses this individual has portrayed. This is daily behavior for him, and our class is behind due to his disruption of the educational environment several times a period.
I can kind of hear the frustration in your, I'm not going to lie. Your words are great, but I can kind of hear like.
Please see previous email.
Yeah. Per my last email.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Just per my last referral. A phone call home was conducted yesterday and this morning, and messages were left. No calls have been returned to me since the beginning of the year. Edit. As this was sent, a pass was brought for him to see the counselor, at which point he slammed the door, exiting, and ran full speed down the hallway, yelling another student's name. So I had to go back in and edit after.
Like, this is almost like, wait, hold that thought. Okay.
Just kidding. We're not done here. And I would like you to note that there is no response from the admin on that one, which means there was no consequence. Or if there was, it was not documented.
It wasn't documented.
But that's unlikely.
So you're looking at this. It takes a good amount of thinking things through, I think, as a teacher. Because you don't want to just automatically go towards negative town and be like, oh, well, they just didn't do anything. But when you're looking at that and you have so much put out there and you don't hear anything, you're just like, could I please know what was done about this so that I can continue down
the path of, if we need to,
the flow chart.
Yes,
Yeah.
if we can get to the DAEP because we need to. Here's
what do I need to do moving forward? What has admin done?
Yeah.
How can I support it?
And
how can I not deviate or double dip or
and my concern, I feel like, always comes back to, like, with students like this. I hate to say it, but we know it. It's true. There are some students you just won't reach. And I know this was one of them. And it wasn't like I gave up on him in terms of like, whatever, I'm gonna let him do whatever he wants. I feel like I gave up on him in terms of, I know I'm not going to get what I need from you behavior wise.
Right.
So I'm just gonna do my best, but it's no longer a focus of mine to get you to Well,
and I feel like you can look yourself in the mirror. I feel like you did do several attempts to work with this kid and figure out different consequences, rewards, anything you can do to help him. But when we use the word give up on a student, I think we have to say, like, because this is a hard lesson I learned. That's a story for an entirely different podcast. But the punchline is there's a difference between just washing your hands of a student and giving them up and saying, you know what? This is tough lesson time. You could have learned and improved by my interventions. Unfortunately, I see that you are the type of person who's going to have to learn it the hard way. And I hate that for you.
In a different way. I've done what I can.
And that's real world.
Yes.
You're going to come across times where it's like you fall in line or there's consequences and reactions and fallout.
Yeah. And it's at this point that my focus is then going to be on the other students. They want to do their work. They want to listen to me. They want to learn. They want to do their work. I can't spend all my time on you and leave the other 29 in the dust.
Right.
So, okay. Now, the others there's a couple more that are just more of the same.
Just like documenting purposes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Assigned to detention basically is the results of those. And then.
That's not working.
Right.
That's not working.
Those are in January and then one in February. And then this one is March 6th. So I said, began class by making fun of other students in a loud manner.
It's enough to be disrupting. It's can't teach. What's going on?
Well, my parentheses is for about 2 full minutes.
Oh, gracious.
Yes. Then he argued with me about how this was unacceptable behavior and made rude faces. Now, does that sound like a big deal? No, but I have since then learned to argue or not argue with children. But if we're going to continue this behavior, we are distracting from me teaching and other students learning, right?
Never good.
He continued to talk and disturb the educational environment by making comments across the room for the next 10 minutes, as well as wander the room. Was insubordinate at least 3 times when asked to do his work, have a seat, and stop talking. He did not begin his work until halfway through the class after everyone stopped listening to and responding to him.
Go them. I love it when they do that.
They were done.
I love that.
All the redirections took away a total of approximately 10 minutes of class time I could have spent helping others on their work. If this were to be a daily occurrence, as it often is, this would add up to an entire 50-minute period per week of time spent redirecting this student.
You don't know how long 50 minutes in a class period, like what you can accomplish. That is a lot of time.
That is one full class period.
Like, that sets you back. It sounds like it's a little bit.
But in a month, it sets you back a week.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's actually why I always put those details in where appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Let's add up the amount of time I'm spending on redirecting the students so you see the educational loss for the other students in my room.
Yeah, exactly.
When he turned in his work, it was completely incorrect, and he proceeded to go to 2 different tables of students and share his paper and what he received and commented on it loud enough for the room to hear. He then continued to make comments the rest of the period and did not stop until the bell rung and he wanted to leave. At this point, I began ignoring the behaviors and continuing to help other students. I'm thinking at the point that he got up and to go talk.
Just like, okay, you do that. Fine.
All right. I need my sanity.
Yeah. I got to focus on other things.
Yes.
I have to do my job.
I don't want to become a drunk. I was not able to give all the instruction I wanted to today, and the class in general were not able to focus for a large part of the class. This is in comparison to Friday when this student was not present. The class went extremely smoothly. Everyone was on task 90 to 95% of the time and were very productive. The difference was palpable.
So can I tell you a secret?
You may.
I don't know how great this was, but
Don't tell anyone.
This is just between us. Okay, cool. So I have had some such students. They can completely wreck an entire class period. One of them, I was so done. I pulled him outside and I said to him, do you know that people celebrate when you're not here?
I mean, if it happens, sometimes tough love is what is needed.
I told him, I said, you are the type of person that when you are not added into the mix, things go better. Is that what you want to be? Are you okay with that?
Is that what you want your reputation to be? I've had similar experiences. Is that how you want to be known?
So, reflect on that. And of course they have to save face. So they're like, I don't care. I don't care.
I will say I'm really proud of my educational referral language in this, because I do remember this admin was very big on, as long as you hit the keywords, then I can do something.
Yeah.
So disturbing the educational environment, insubordination, lack, I can't remember, is taking away time from other students.
You have to know how to speak bureaucracy and administrator.
Yeah.
And you really can't go into the referral. You have to take your breath. You have to center yourself. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's have lunch. This kid.
Yeah. Well, me even saying the difference was palpable was probably crossing the line a little bit, because that's more of a feeling.
Yeah. Oh, no feelings.
No feelings whatsoever in referrals. No
feelings in
referrals.
So,
yes. I can't start with, this kid annoyed me so much because he wouldn't stop bugging me. And nope, he did this in a loud manner, right? Okay.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Thank you.
I think it's beautiful referral speak.
Again, just no response from the admin. So I don't...
But I think it's when we say no response, that means in front of us on paper, we don't have admin notes.
Correct.
So for all we do know, something has been done, but it gets lost in the weeds when the student still comes back, still just demonstrates the same behavior. It's really easy to say, hi, what?
Did you address this?
We're not finished.
Yeah.
This is not going away. This is still a thing.
Yep. So that was And remember, at the beginning, I said this, what we're going to do is kind of talk about why teachers get frustrated. How many different things did I do and try and write up and notify? How many different chances did I give this student? How many different phone calls home, detentions that weren't
You did
attended,
the legwork.
and still this kid gets to just a free run of my class.
Yeah.
And for the most part, this is the exception, not the rule, but it lends itself to the rule. Like there's a lot. I should say this. This is what I'm trying to say. I've had a lot of experiences where, I'll assign a detention. I'll assign a detention. I'll assign a detention.
But we need to be more creative. We need to move on. Okay. What the kids need to be told is, look, all of these things, these are our attempts to alleviate this situation.
Yeah.
You can either rise or we can escalate it. But when it's not escalated and we are just flatlining, trying the same thing over and over again, that's where teachers get frustrated.
Exactly.
And that's where teachers don't understand why it is that we're not moving it down the flow chart.
Yeah. And I will add that admin knows, they know that by the time we get to the referral,
We've already tried.
for most of us, right? Yeah, and their first question is going to be, do you have the documentation? And sometimes I don't. And sometimes I don't because I don't have the time, or I was too wrapped up in whatever else I was doing.
Well, just listen to me. I'm not going to make it up. I'm telling you what happened. I have anecdotal evidence about what's going on. Like, I know that we do have plenty of teachers out there. They're just going to go straight to the referral. And that's not right.
But the admin know which ones those are.
Right. But when you've got a teacher who is really doing their due diligence and they feel like whatever's happening is not changing the problem, that's where a lot of teachers are going to say, well, you know what? Don't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Why am I putting the time and effort into this when I'm not going to get that back support?
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
if you are a teacher, educator, former teacher, educator, and you have similar experiences, feel free to write in. Your story might be shared on a podcast here with me and Jess, or me and Sly. And we even then we want to hear it. You know, like my outro says. I do read every single email I get, every single story I get. So even if it isn't featured, I do want to hear from you.
tell your story.
Yes, this is your platform. This is for you.
Get it out there.
Yeah,
because we might even like snip it in. Like, hey, I heard this one time.
Yeah, refer to it, or you know, whatever. But
exactly.
but this is your platform to tell your story, your truths, phenomenon. Anonymously. You knew what I was trying to say.
You did it.
Thank you. You're gonna give me a cookie every time I get a word right.
I'm just glad it's not me, to be honest with you. Normally, I'm the one that's just like. Blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
no,
blah.
it's always me. I'm really good at messing my words up.
But you're also really good at fixing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. I like to say what I'm really good at. That's not a positive. So I'm good at messing my words up. Yeah.
I'm good at 95% of the time walking across the floor without tripping on nothing.
And the other 5%?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, with that, I hope you come back for other episodes. If you are enjoying this and want to hear more, please push all the buttons, like, subscribe, share. Everything that you do does help, and we appreciate you here with us.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining today's episode of Bad Teacher Tales. If we made your day slightly better, or your job seemed slightly less absurd, hit like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps us caffeinated and somewhat functional. Want to share your story anonymously? The link in the notes is open 24/7, something your planning period can only dream of. Just kidding, those don't exist. Stories from all corners of education are welcome. Anyone who witnesses the madness and magic, we want your tales. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at @BadTeacherTales to drop your tales, memes, and coping strategies. Got suggestions, comments, questions, or topic ideas? Email us anytime at badteachertales@gmail.com. Unlike Teachers on Fridays, we actually read them. See you again soon. Try not to quit before then.